poor reputation around town.
So you're reading this out of an article right now?
No, I'm typing. I'm responding to the article from the Observer. Yeah, I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. It's funny because it was funny. I wanted to like speak on this anyway, and now we read this right before
we're here.
The damn podcast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
I don't care what anybody says. You make a damn good French press, Dave.
I have to agree, man. But they kind of shattered my dreams for like opening up a little coffee shop now.
Hilarious.
Share between Yes Coffee having a spot now, that place having a spot. Yo, and it's going to be effed up for Yes Coffee too, because that place is in front of Yes Coffee for the beach walking traffic. Oh no. But I got hopes for North Side because North Side got no action.
North Side is the other side.
North of 100, yeah.
That's like where the ice cream shop is.
Yeah, and like Finn's and Rockies, and there's really not much over that way. I mean, there kind of is, but not really as far as like compared to like South Side, really.
Well, everybody, welcome to episode 36 of Flagler Weekly. It's just me and Dave today. It's been a minute since we did one of these. How you feeling, Dave?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling full.
Oh my God, dude.
Feeling full.
Bro, we just went to this food review place and it was pretty crazy.
Oh, let's say the place, man. Barnhills.
Barnhills Grill.
Yep.
It's about to open up. It's over right by what's that spot you just said that's on the corner?
Raw Juice.
Raw Juice.
It's actually like, above Raw Juice.
Yeah.
I think that's
Raw Juice is like inside of it.
It's between 2nd and 3rd, like one block back from A1A.
Yeah, and it has an amazing like balcony looking over the water. I was like, wow, this is a nice spot. Did he say he just moved in, or like have they owned that space for a long time, or they just bought that space?
I think they've owned it for a while because that guy also owns the laundromat, and they said they own the Gola next door too.
Oh, you think they just owned it for a while? Probably rented it out for a while.
Remember what I said on the last podcast? And everybody in Flagler, like who owns everything there, has been there, and they've been owned everything from there.
Yeah.
Yo, but that dude was cool, man. Ted, shout out Ted.
I love Ted.
Yeah, he was a really cool old guy. For sure. I remember he was like, woo.
Yeah.
He was like 10,000 views. Woo.
Yeah, we're definitely going to, and especially I'm going top 5 fries in Flagler County, and they're going on there.
Yeah, first off, I want to say, like, look for the food review coming out in the next, like, probably, week or so, yeah. But they're going to cause a disruption in other people's businesses, man. Their food was, like, really good.
It was really good, and there was a lot of it, too.
Yeah. And
there was a lot of it.
There was nothing half-assed about anything, and like the guys they got in there cooking are both like younger. I won't say like super young, but chefs. Younger, like chefs. They're not just a couple of fry cooks in there.
One of them knew my brother. That pretty much like broke the ice and stuff like that. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, okay, y'all are legit. Y'all been here."
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, man, I'll be raving about that place.
So it's 2024. We've already done a podcast. Shout out to the Florida mortgage guy, Steven. But, we definitely wanted to have a podcast episode where we went over how we did in 2023, accomplished our goals, what goals we didn't accomplish. You know what I mean? So, Dave, you've officially been doing podcasting for a year. How crazy is that? You've been in podcasting for a year.
A little over a year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's been a little like annoying at times and stressful, but overall, like I like how we continue to like just meet more and more people around town, and a lot of business owners and like fundraising people and people that actually do stuff, which was kind of the goal of what we wanted to do, is meet everybody.
Definitely.
Everybody. Yeah.
So, what are some if somebody's starting out a podcast? What are some hurdles you think, or what's something you would tell them? Like, fair warning.
Get a clip cutting app for the fucking clips, man. Like,
yeah,
That's the most annoying part. See, I just want to talk. I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want to edit nothing. I don't want to like.
There's a lot of back end stuff that goes
this
with
and
it.
that. Like, yeah. And then actually too, like, for example, earlier we did the food review, and we had 2 people with us, and neither one of them wanted to go on camera.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody's like talks shit, but nobody wants to get in front of that camera. And then also too, we just had somebody, you know, another guy who owns a business there in Flagler was just over here, and we're like, hey, we're about a podcast. You want to jump on? Oh, no, I don't know. No. Yeah. It's like people be like clamming up.
Yeah.
But I understand because it is a thing. Like when you think about everybody that's going to be seeing it, I think at like this point now I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
It's like, I'm just here. This is me.
Like, you know, like people be recognizing me like from time to time, and I always wonder like how many people have seen me that don't say anything.
Yeah, because we've done that before too. We're like, oh, look, it's that guy from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I don't have the friendliest face either, so people be like, but if people watch the podcast, they would know that I'm friendly, so they might say, "What up?" I feel like I'm friendly.
Episode, you know, it's funny because it says episode 36, but we've definitely done 14 food reviews, business things. You did the one Dave's food for under 20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
that was experimental.
I'd say I remember our goal. The number one goal that I remember is you were like, you were like, John, I read a thing that said, what was it, like 90% of podcasts won't make it to episode 50 or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, was it 90%?
It was something high like that.
Yeah, it was only like 5%, only 10%.
And it was 50. Well, technically, we're still not really at 50 like podcasts.
Technically 50 episodes, but we've done 50 pieces of long form content.
Yeah.
You know?
And plus, too, you know, but our podcast is a little different, too, because it's just not a podcast, man, with the food reviews and things. And then, like, you know, like when the church or the Playhouse burnt down, we got coverage of that.
And then also we did our things where we like talk and we watch the YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like doing those too. We should start doing those again.
We definitely got to get back to
And that's like low editing, easy content to make too. But I mean, doing all those sheriff review videos is a good way to catch us beef with old Stally. all like criticizing all the time. You know what I mean?
I think Stally likes us because I feel like he's in the content game too. And, you know, all press is good press.
But do you think it's him that pushes all that, or you think that's just like some younger person at the sheriff's department? Like,
it's a younger person.
We need a YouTube. We need a.
I think he knows what's going on though. Like, I can kind of see in his videos the little smirk. He enjoys the camera. You know, who doesn't?
Yeah.
And he's got mad. I can imagine like kind of like a local celebrity. I wonder if he has a lot of people in his DMs. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you so much. We appreciate you holding down. You are so great. Which he's cool. You know, one thing I always say is people talk shit, but I would definitely want my kids to grow up in Palm Coast. Very safe.
The one thing I don't like about, and I'll say this now, you know, to a certain extent, is like, these are like people's lives, though. You know what I mean? To like trivialize that, it kind of gives me kind of a bad taste.
To whatalize that?
Like, for example, like the fugitive bingo. It's like, that ain't no game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, somebody's stressing out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, some people are crazy, obviously. Some people are bad, but the majority of people just get jammed up. You know what I mean? It's not like they're bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some bad people, but I just feel like there's a little bit of like Grady Judd biting going on. You know who that is?
Yeah, the dude from Lake Wales.
No, Polk County. Yeah, Lake Wales is Polk County. Yeah. There's been a couple of famous sheriffs too. Remember the one, the guy from Arizona, Joseph Abaro or something like that, and he made all the inmates like wear pink, and he like. I
did hear about that.
There was no inside jail. He made them all camp out and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
But I guess people do like a
tough judge.
Well, like a sheriff that like doesn't
fuck around.
Isn't robotic. So I guess in that way he's cool, you know what I mean?
You know, when Mainland played Lake Wales in the state championship last year, Lake Wales ended up winning, but the safety, his nickname was Grady Judge. Is that the guy's name?
Grady Judd.
Grady Judd. That was his nickname. And it's because he's locking up anybody on the field. And as a defender and stuff like that. So,
but he'll fuck around too. He's like, yo, if you go in somebody's house in Polk County and they shoot you, we don't care. So like, I dig that too, you know, like, because some people are ridiculous. And it was funny the other day, I think you showed the video, and he's like, yeah, this place is, well, this was Scally. He's like, this place is a shithole.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? But it was.
I knew you were going to do that. When I said, he's like, this place is a shithole. I was like, God dang. That's so funny.
Well, you know, that made me like him a little bit more, though.
It's like, I don't not like him, but but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you don't want to be embarrassed, then just don't do no crazy shit.
Exactly.
I mean?
It's not that I don't even know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't not like him.
It's just it's like he's dehumanizing.
I feel like his little stuff is a little.
And my thing is, before they're proven guilty in front of a court of law, that's the part for me. Like putting these drug house signs in front of it, but
And honestly, how they did my little brother was messed up, man, because he wouldn't even be doing stuff like that, and like the way they kind of like exploited him on video and this and that. It's like, I get you trying to sell your base because my brother looks a little wild, but he ain't even bad like that. You know what I mean? So like to try to peddle it or push him around, like, hey, look what we got off the street, this crazy looking dread. It's like, I mean, not really.
You know, the crazy thing to me though is like, they're making money on their YouTube page. Not that's, I don't know. Is that like, who gets that money, or does it just go to the program?
They get the money, yeah. And that's another thing I don't know if I dig about that whole. Well, it's the kind of a beast that they've created at this point. Weren't you saying the other day that there's more police here than in like all of St. Pete or something like that? And that's like literally like a place 10 times as big as this.
Yeah, we did look it up. We looked it up, and there was something like that going on.
I feel like it's a little overkill, and I don't really enjoy how they're just pulling people over all the time. Like, I feel like they don't tell me you're doing it for safety when you're trying to get revenue because you got too much staff. They got like a fucking tank, man. What are you doing with that tank? You know what I mean? Like, how much is that tank? I mean, do you really need that?
Hilarious.
You know, like, this is like a small place, man. Like, and most of this retired people. Yeah, you got some riffraff around here, but like, what percentage of Palm Coast do you think is like the type of people that you need a tank for? What, 0.5%, maybe 1/4%?
They actually used it the other day because the guy wouldn't leave out of his house.
Did they?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was watching some body cam footage. It was like out in the Mondex or something, and then like they caught the house on fire. It was smoking and shit. It was crazy.
Oh, they Waco'd them?
Bro, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then he was on the balcony. Then they had a tank with like a little like metal arm, and the arm just fucking ran to the balcony, and Buddy fell down. He was like on fire. And
what?
Shit. Bro, it's funny ass video.
Yeah, they got footage of that?
Yeah,
we should review that. That'd be hilarious.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. So let's get into some topics that we got going on. How did your 2023 go? Give it a scale 1 out of 10.
In comparison to other years, or
just on a happiness scale, or I don't know. Should it be happiness?
I mean, it was good. I mean, nothing bad happened to me.
I mean, nothing too serious.
Yeah, I mean, nothing horrible.
Yeah, health wise or anything like that.
No, health wise, good. You know, like sticking to the gym still. You know, we got a solid 2 years in the gym. I feel strong.
I'm starting to see some changes. I'll give you that. You know, I feel like I've been your hardest critique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm here to let you know I've seen some changes. Before I would tell you that I didn't, but you're definitely like.
Yeah, my arms and shoulders are definitely bigger. Like I could.
Whoa, chill, Dave. My arms and shoulders are definitely bigger.
Definitely, bro.
I'd say they're more defined. I don't know if bigger is the word.
Defined is a better word.
You know,
maybe they're even smaller.
You know, that's what I was saying. But you look healthier, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I live a pretty healthy lifestyle, actually.
I guess.
In comparison, I mean, I'm not like eating raw vegetables every day. And even if that is healthy, you know, there's debate about that.
Well, here we go with the debates on vegetables.
Well, people say that, you know, people that become
meat-only diet
vegan are not that healthy, you know? People need meat. We're omnivores.
Do you stand by that?
I don't think.
Do we need meat?
Yes, that's like protein and animal fats. I think the evidence shows, and it will show more, that the fake fats is what got people all jammed up. And in fact, John, if you look at like any like correlation charts that show like the instances of heart attacks and heart disease upon the commercialization of vegetable oil and seed oils, is much higher. Like as the production and distribution of vegetable and seed oils go up, so do the heart attacks and stuff like that. So
the distribution of it.
Yeah, as more people started using vegetable oil and canola oil and this and that, because now they're saying that like, your body makes cholesterol and function, and eating cholesterol doesn't give you cholesterol. Saturated fat gives you cholesterol because your body makes cholesterol is like the lube for your body. So, and it's been given like a bad rap. When I read this book called The Big Fat Lie like a few years ago, and they tried to like demonize the animal fats and this and that, but in actuality, the studies are showing that it's not the fats, it's the oxidation and inflammation that causes the heart attacks, not the cholesterol is like what was the story before. Which makes sense because then that goes right along when you look at the correlation between the cells of the vegetable oil use and the heart attacks and heart disease. Going with that.
So would you say that as over futuristically as a society, are we getting healthier or not healthier?
Way less healthier.
Wow. You would think with like advances in technology and information.
Well, I think that good food is expensive. And it's just cheaper to buy processed food, which a lot of people do. And, the plastics and stuff like that, lower testosterone. And people be consuming mad microplastics all day long.
That's true. Hey, real quick, Travis Kanata is killing us. He says, because the episode is called New Year, New Me. He says, New Year, new batteries for them smoke detectors.
Oh.
Can you close that door real quick? Because
there's a smoke detector in here. It ain't going to matter.
This is what's going on?
They're everywhere.
Oh, Lord.
Well, he'll be lucky to know that we're leaving this location in like 2 weeks.
And we'll get batteries for the new smoke detectors.
It's funny because when I'm on the phone with my girl, she'd be like, "Are you going to change those batteries? Are you going to change those batteries?" And I even changed the battery in the one room, and it still didn't change it there. Like
these are like a crazy. It's crazy how people like have not gotten that under control yet.
The thing is
like it's like a pandemic.
I don't hear
it'll be the richest people in the world, and you'll still hear the beep going on in the back and stuff like that.
Because in your house, once it happens, I never noticed that shit.
It's just like. It's like
I heard that one right there.
It's like a cricket or something like that. Crickets like this, or that sound in the background.
Yeah, I remember when I had that chameleon. I actually like put crickets in its cage,
and they would make sounds like that.
Yeah, I know you'd be crickets noises in the house all the time.
So back to the health thing and stuff like that. So we're actually consuming more processed bullshit and stuff and becoming unhealthier as a society.
Yeah.
Is there a way for us to turn it around?
Probably not.
You
and
said
even
probably
look
not?
at like Bill Gates and shit, man, like putting like wax coatings on all the fruits and vegetables and shit, and they're genetically modifying all the foods. What's the guy, Dr. Sebi? Would you say
Sebi?
Mm-hmm. He says that like a lot of the foods aren't even real foods; they're all like genetically modified foods, and it's not even a complete atom or whatever.
That makes sense.
So,
like, what are we eating?
Yeah, it's just like fake food. So you're not even getting like a complete nutrient when you eat it. It's only partial nutrients.
And it's like, what is the rest?
Filler. Yeah, and it's bad for you. And like, think about like young kids, man. How many fat young kids do you see? Think about like kids like maybe like 15 and below. Mostly all of them are fat. And the moms are fat. A bunch of fat moms, yeah. I think people make excuses for eating stuff. Oh, I'm busy. I'm this, I'm that. But also, too, man, it's expensive to buy stuff also. So I can't hit on that. Like, even though we're not like super rich over here, but we could definitely afford to eat right if we choose to.
Yeah, you guys do pretty well. I think it's good to do like 70, 80% well,
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work to like really.
Travis said a lot more drugs nowadays is what people are doing, and a more stationary lifestyles too. Is what people are doing.
Yep, that's sedentary lifestyle. Yep, heck yeah. I agree with that.
This just in. Brr, 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 brr. Nick Saban, who won 6 national titles at Alabama, is retiring. Oh my God, Dave, that's huge. Like him retiring, that's gonna like make a lot of room and stuff like that for a lot more national championships to go other places and stuff like that. A lot of recruiting.
You think that that's him, or you think that's just the program of Alabama has?
What do you mean program Alabama?
You know, just the whole sports program they have. Is it really him that's doing it?
It's definitely him.
Because weren't they good before him too?
In spurts, but not in the aspect. He was like dominating. Like in 10 years, he won 6 national championships, and like some people never won one in like 100 years type stuff, or they like barely win one maybe.
But again, is it the program or him? Because I mean, don't a lot of
it's like a lot of times you might have a school. Let's even say like University of Miami. The school is a private school, and like they don't really care about football like that, so they're not going to really put a lot of money behind it and get behind it and stuff like that. But because of so many NFL players that came from Alabama, they believe in them, and like they have like all the best facilities, all the best like.
Yeah, but University of Miami is good, though, aren't they?
They're all right. We're like middle of the pack, but the thing is, all of the best recruits. If you look at University of Alabama, like the year they won the national championship, all of their defensive backs are from South Florida, from like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and stuff like that. And then, like, just all like even at Florida State, like their quarterbacks from Miami, like their wide receivers are from Miami. At University of Florida, all the Miami kids go to other schools. They don't really want to go to Miami anymore. But we got in trouble for cheating one time, so we couldn't win a national championship for 6 years. So there was players who were like, "We don't want to go here because we can't even win a national championship."
Yeah.
So
Man, that's a harsh punishment.
it is harsh, but that's why you don't want you to cheat.
Real quick, since we're going over topics, you know what I don't like
What?
on Facebook. You notice like so many people be like anonymous person, like people posting anonymously on Facebook.
People be talking shit about that, but
I don't like it. It's
what,
like,
what do you want me?
And they'll be asking stuff that you don't even got to be like embarrassed to ask about. Just here's one right here. Anyone aware of Google Maps having access to the R section? Terrain? Like going through the leaders to 8 free fall, Palm Coast 95, blah, blah. Anyone can research this. Oh, yeah. By anonymous member. Just say who you are. You know, and if you feel like the question's stupid, that you don't want to put your name on there, then don't ask the fucking question if you're already thinking that it's stupid, you know? And that's why I'm talking about that. I hate also when someone says, and go. You know?
Like they know their
Who's got the best steaks? And go.
They know their post is about to go fire.
No, it's like, it just sounds rude. It's rude, you know? When you ask the question, say, and go. I don't like it.
Hey, isn't that what I thought you said to me today in the text message? AG?
I said, all good. Yeah, AG.
Yeah. And go?
Yeah, and go. Yeah, AG.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. And while I'm talking about it, I also don't like when people ask Facebook.
And while I'm talking about it?
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to say 2 things. Some questions that you could easily Google, like what restaurants are open on Christmas? Facebook. Jump on Google, motherfucker. Like,
nah, let me give you a little pushback on that. Sometimes Google be wrong and they don't know, and people know better. They might have like gone themselves and stuff, or
so
who's open.
You're telling me that people know better than
Then Google, yeah, sometimes Google will say something's open, it's not open. Or will say it's closed and it is open.
I mean,
especially for holidays and stuff like that.
Very much. I think people are just lazy. Like, and that's why, like Travis just said, all these people like being stationary and sedentary. You can't even do your own damn research. I'm not doing your research for you. Screw you. Google it your own damn self. You know? But I never say anything. You know, we have a podcast and we can't just be grilling people all the time. We love everybody.
Hilarious. Let's see. What's one thing that I don't like about? I'll tell you what I don't like, and like, this is just weird, but it is what it is. But somebody's like, I need a new shower put in. You know what I mean? Any recommendations? Bro, people just like, there'll be like 120 business cards in there. I'm like, what's the goal here?
Yeah.
What is it like a lottery at this point? Or you're like,
It kind of is, yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I almost like have given up, but not like given up, but I'm like, there's got to be another way. But what I do is I'll direct message people, let them know, check their messenger and stuff. That usually works. But I just get over if it has like, if I read it and it's under 20, I'll give it a try. If it's at like 80, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it.
It's just too much competition doing it like that.
You know?
And then what do you?
And not even just too much competition, but
like, recommendations. Just fucking Google it again, like because it just depends on whose friend sees it first. You know what I mean? Like the other day, I messaged that lady too that was looking for like some kind of like help around her house or something like that. I DM'd her. She didn't respond. You know.
But maybe if you would have like commented in there, hey, I messaged you, because you might have gone to like her message request or something.
Maybe.
You know, Marky from Facebook makes it kind of difficult.
It's whatever. If she wanted to help, I'd do it. If not, whatever. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm definitely a qualified person for that job. And she should have hit me up. But I'm not going to sit there and kiss your ass so you can give me like, you need the help too. You know, you're going to hire some idiot whose idiot friend said their name on there. And, you know.
That's funny.
And they're probably going to do a poor job. Because the thing about me too is like, I got free time, so I'll do a little stupid thing to help you out for a couple bucks. Because why not? You know what I mean?
Like I said, you're kind of like retired, but not.
Yeah,
retired people are like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm just not like I'm out here like trying to hustle to like go
survive.
Yeah, or I got to do this job. I'm gonna do shitty, blah blah blah. Yeah, and just say you'll do it and give a low ass price, and then get all pissy mid job because you gave such a low price that you ain't even happy with it. Because that happens a lot too. With all this like hyper competitive Facebook bidding, I'll do it for 100. Then like the people will be like literally like halfway done. Be like, shit, I'm only halfway done. It's taking me 4 hours.
Yeah, definitely. That's always
then
what happens.
Just like half-ass the rest of it to get it done.
That's why I don't really mind working by the hour too on some stuff. You know, some people are like, "Oh, John, when you own your own business, you work like, but by like just a set price." And I'm like, number one, anybody could do anything in their own business, whatever they want to do. Number two, I kind of like gauging it like that because at the end of the day, you're still getting paid hourly, no matter how, you know what I mean? You can break it all down. Yeah. But, you know, my thing is if it takes longer, I'm still going to get paid. But
a lot of people don't like doing that too because they'll feel like people will be milking it just to get paid more.
Yeah.
It's kind of a rough thing when you own your own thing. You're like, because bidding is hard, man. Yeah. You want to come with a good price, but you don't want to get a situation where you bid too low to be competitive. And then like, and I feel like people don't really want to pay for certain services, especially like home services and whatnot.
Facts.
You know, so you get what you pay for though. And it's hard to be like, hey, look, I'm a good worker. If I charge you, say I'm going to make it $50 an hour. Yeah, I'm worth $50 an hour. They don't know you. Maybe you're not. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Like, I know I am. But like I can just be like, oh yeah, well I know that I am. You know, imagine I just met you and I'm like, oh well, trust me, I'm worth $50 an hour.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like, but this is the thing. I do put that I'm worth $50 an hour, and like I have like 40 reviews now, 45-star reviews, which I guess validates me. But people, they pay it. You know what I mean? Like I got a job. Oh shh. I'm about to.
You about to get what, less than a 5-star review?
No, I had a job today.
Oh yeah, I remember you said that when we first came here. Yeah,
but he's about to be pissed because I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to cancel this shit.
You said you had to be somewhere at 5.
But I'm pissed. Look, dude, $45 an hour. But I might have to cancel tasks. But you know, and I'm doing this live. I'm no longer available. But it sucks. You know, I just canceled this job, and you know, I'm sure somebody was planning on me to be there and do the job. One good thing about going through TaskRabbit is they got to deal with all that. You know what I mean? I don't have to talk to the person anymore. Second thing about that is, you know, not saying that I got to live by this, but it's like, bro, people have canceled on me like 5 minutes before I pulled up there. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's part of the job. You know what I mean? Like, people cancel, you know, shit comes up. It is what it is.
So I wish it was like, they should have TaskRabbit around here too, man.
Yeah.
Because you'd be killing it on that.
Yeah. But damn, I'm pissed.
And I like too, like you already have your price set. So ain't no negotiating.
Yeah. And I fuck with that. And if it is negotiating, it's always for more. So, like this one guy, last week he was like, "Hey, I know I booked you at 5, but they could get here anywhere from like 3 to 7." He's like, "Can you keep yourself open from 3?" I'm like, "I might as well be working for you if I'm going to keep myself open."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, but I don't know what's going to be here." I'm like, "Okay, well, I could be doing something else." You know what I mean? He's like, "Well, because my rate was like $40 an hour." He's like, "What if I give you a $50 tip?" You know what I mean? I was like, "All right, that's cool." So I made like $225 plus $50 tip, and I did in like 6 hours.
That's like about $40 an hour.
So let's get into some of these other topics that we were talking about. Let's see. Okay. So the future of the podcast. And that's like interviews, food reviews, and stuff like that. So how do you feel about how we're doing? Because we started off doing a lot of these and stuff like that, but now we mainly do like interviewing other people and doing food reviews and stuff like that. What do you like more, just the me and you talking or the interviewing people?
I like interviewing people more, or because in the interviewing, like we're like learning something. Like me, you can sit here and bullshit. I mean, it might be a little more entertaining just to hear us like talking shit or whatever. But then again, I don't think we're really rich enough to really talk shit like how I'd really want to. You know what I mean? We just gotta like live here and make money here, so like can't just be like trashing everyone and just too. Not that I would, but what if I did?
Yeah,
you know,
I definitely feel you on that.
You know, but it's cool like meeting people like you have specialties and they're doing something around town. Plus, we're just meeting more and more and more people. Like at this rate, we're gonna know everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
And not just like a bunch of riffraff either. Like people that are all like making moves and own shit. And,
or at the very least, they're gonna know us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say what is something that I feel like we can improve on this year towards last year. For me, it's, and you kind of spoke on it, but putting out more clips, not just putting it out and then, you know what I mean? Like just doing better on the editing aspect of it and then putting it out and stuff like that.
I like to get like more new stuff out there, but not just like posting a story or something, like just going and covering stuff, getting video footage. Because nobody really, you know, nobody gets video footage.
Yeah.
You know, like when we did
whereas like in Orlando, they would have a truck pull up and like news people
like even like with the Christmas parade, man, like we got thousands of views on that. Because a lot of people can't make it over there, but they still want to see what's going on. Like I got the Santa Claus drop, you know.
That was crazy.
People want to see that, but not everybody's going to get down there. Especially there's a lot of old people too. They ain't going to do all that. I mean, some will, but some aren't.
Right.
So, yeah, the other night something was going on in the Planet Fitness parking lot. I wanted to stop and record it. I had to go.
It was a little hot over there.
Yeah, and then like it could have been like a shootout. I'd love to like get that on film.
What the hell? So with our food reviews, let's see, something that I would improve on. I think I'd improve on just doing more of them.
Yeah, more food reviews.
You know, because we, for the most part, all of them that we did, we knocked them out the park. You know,
and we've evolved to like when I think about like our very first one, we didn't even put out because the sound quality was bad.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's like the lost tapes type thing.
Yeah, and that was Craves.
But it wasn't even Craves then.
No, it was Craves. It just became Craves.
But like they still had the other menu. They were gonna come up with a new menu.
That's
so
true.
It was the old food, but it was Craves. But yeah,
true.
a lot of people. I don't want to. You know, I don't feel bad for Craves because we had to pay for that food. You know what I mean?
And we even talked to the owner and told him we were doing a food review.
Yeah.
But then again, that was our first one. Who the fuck are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing food reviews. Me and my buddies will take.
He's like, yeah,
we'll all
right.
take steaks.
Yeah. That's funny.
Steaks and the most expensive cocktail, sir. But you know, I like the less is more thing. Like some of the first ones we did, but like we kind of like went a little extensive. What's the when we did like the gyro place? I think that was a good food review because that was a little pan shot.
This one's gonna be long. I'm gonna put out. I'm gonna do the food review, and then I think I should put out the talking touring part as well as
After,
another piece of content.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for people to see this food review. Like, this place is really good. I'm gonna be raving about that place.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go back. I wanted to, like, and we didn't even really try any like dinner items either.
That's crazy, man. They got a steak. I want to try their steak's got to be good.
Yeah.
With the chefs that they got.
I feel like those guys don't fuck around, man.
They don't.
Yeah, and they were knowledgeable, and they look like kitchen folk too.
Kitchen folk. That's funny. Real quick, shout out to Tap In. Y'all go support my boy. I had the shirt on the other day. Now you see I got the hoodie. Go support my boy. Piccolo Place at Piccolo Place. Tap in to everything he got going on, motivational, spiritual, physical, just improvement, life improvement, all that. But definitely go tap in, go cop the brand. And I'm telling you, for Coast, God's Create, my clothing line, our website is actually open now. You can go on there. It's godscreate.store. And we have the original lines, but we're about to be dropping some exclusive stuff. And it's pretty exciting because we're only going to be making 50 of them. So you really need to jump on it. Each time we do a drop, we're only making 50 of them. And once they're there, that's it. You know, we're really trying to work on exclusivity and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, once it's gone, it's gone. But, yeah, so go follow us, God's Create Family on Instagram. And, you know, what I'm really doing this year especially, I feel like, and we've talked about it, Dave, in the past couple of years, we've been kind of like lackadaisical a little bit, but not like lax, but like we're very friendly, you know, where a lot of people were like, yo, this person kind of got like cutthroat, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to say I'm cutthroat this year, but I'm going to tell people like, yo, you support me, like buy a shirt, you know what I mean? People be spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on other stuff. You can spend $25 on a shirt with my company. That's how I feel. So the next topic, we already talked about Barn Hill Grill.
Oh, let's talk about what I was talking about when we come on in. What's going on?
That spot?
Well, no. So I was just reading an article on Facebook that the Observer just put out.
Yeah, the spot.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the article was talking about that Maria lady who owns the Back to Eden vegan place. Mm-hmm. Now, if people remember, because it caused a lot of controversy when we did this. Mm-hmm. So we met that lady.
Pause. I'm sorry. I just want to make this clear. I've never met the lady before.
So I met the lady.
Yeah, I've never met her in my life. No disrespect to her. I love elderly people, but I just need to make it clear I've never met Shorty in my life.
Okay, well, let me give it the rundown.
Okay.
So I meet her over by the ice cream shop over at Cassie's place. Mm-hmm. And he tells me, oh, yeah, she owns the vegan spot. So I'm thinking, oh, hey, I could do a food review at your spot. Mm-hmm. So I hit her up like a month later, and she's like, oh, no, I'm like trying to redo the inside.
I remember that.
You know, blah, blah, blah. And then that was it. I didn't hear from her. And then, like, what was it? Maybe like 2 months ago or something like that. Right after the construction started. She was like, oh, hey, she hit me up on Messenger. I was like, oh, hey, I need help. My business is doing bad. This construction, and that's what the Observer article was saying too, that like Central being closed is affecting the businesses. So I go there and I'm talking to her, and she's like, yeah, I've seen people drive by and the food people can't get to here. And really, I should have researched it more, you know, and keep in mind, she is an old lady.
Right.
So I'm like, oh shit, well, all right. You know, I'll help this old lady out because I'm nice, you know.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And so I posted on there, and all of a sudden, like, mad people are like, yo, fuck that lady. She ripped me off. Yo, she threw a bagel at one of my employees, and
that's crazy.
She don't stay open. Her food sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
Now, just to be fair, let me try to give a little pushback. Was there any positive people on there as well?
A few, yeah.
Give me like a percentage of positive to negative.
10%.
Positive?
Positive. People that knew her.
Wow.
I don't know how they know her because I got a bad taste in my mouth after only a couple weeks. And then
so what happened?
And then she kept like blaming the traffic, you know what I mean? And then someone pointed out to me, oh, she's got her own parking lot. And it's like, yeah, you know what? She does have her own parking lot. And you know what? Yes, Central's closed, but you could come in from like 3 other directions too. And then I was talking to some other people, like, you know, the dude, I don't want to say his name actually.
Okay.
But he was like, yeah, man, that lady ripped me off like 3 times selling these microgreens. Oh, so the microgreens went bad. I couldn't move them, blah, blah, blah. And then he hears that, like, she's selling microgreens. And then just, like, straight up ripped the guy off. And I believe him. I've known this guy for 30 years, you know.
I know who you're talking
He's
about.
got no reason to lie. He has no reason to lie about it, you know. And then another lady was just like, yo, you know, normally I would keep my mouth shut. She's like, but I just can't.
I remember her too.
Yeah. And it was so much so that even the owner of a group, a heavily populated group, was like, you know, she would come on here and troll me and say stuff and then block us and this and that.
She called us. We had like an hour conversation.
Yeah,
with her.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, I think you need to understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, and we should like really vet
who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
How do we vet people though? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Moving forward, how do we vet these people and see if we really want to fuck with them or not?
Put an anonymous request. Anybody know this lady here?
Hey, hold on a second. Now you just said we gotta put it.
I'm being sarcastic. I'm trying to find out about the vegan lady. Anybody know about it? Asking for a friend.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
I feel like the anonymous participant is like the new school asking for a friend. You know?
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, why do they even allow anonymous?
I don't like it, man. Because that's the one thing about Facebook, opposed to some other things, is like
it's a real person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so then before we come on here, I was just scrolling Facebook and I see there's a fucking Observer article. And she's saying,
why do you say it like that?
Because, I mean, it's even more media. You know, she's like,
yeah.
So she tells me, oh, well, the property manager's jerking me out because I managed the Airbnb and they ripped me off for 6 stacks. I'm like, okay, maybe that's true. Maybe you do have no traffic because of the place. And now I'm like kicking it with this lady for like a week or so, you know, and it's like, she ain't selling nothing, and she's like selling gift cards, but she ain't buying no food. And I raised enough money to pay her rent, and she still ain't fucking making no sales.
And it's like, yeah, did she pay her rent with that money or?
She's selling fucking gift cards though. Like, buy a gift card. Buy 3 get 1 free. Yeah, motherfucker, because you ain't gonna exchange any of them. You know.
Damn. It's like, hey, I have $200 worth of. Okay, well, how many food to sell you?
And then she's trying to put it all on the construction, but then it's like, yo, the gyro spot is jamming. You know, and I even went to the gyro spot like 3 weeks ago or something like that, and it's a good spot. I had to park around the corner, and I still went there because I wanted to go there. So just to see that article kind of pissed me off. You know what really pissed me off about her too? It's like, yo, you can't burn people for 20 fucking years and now your business, that's a little exaggeration, not really 20. Say
3.
A decade.
Okay.
A decade.
Okay.
And then she tells me, they hate me because they hate Jesus.
They put Jesus on the cross, didn't they? Didn't they?
So I said to her, I was like, yo, that is the most
pretentious,
fucked up thing I've ever heard anybody say. Well, it's in the scriptures. Okay, you don't use that for your own good though. They hate you because you rip everybody off and like trash talk everybody, and don't let nobody park in your fucking parking lot, even though you never even open. What's the like? You know what I mean? That's
crazy. And she's like, not saying she's allowed to feel that way or not. You know what I mean? Or about the parking lot, but it's like, this is no offense to her, but it's like, you're renting. You don't even own this house, so how can you even like police this parking lot like that?
She's not even open. She's open like 5 hours a day. And then talking to some other people, because I had to do a little damage control on that and tell them.
Oh my God, the damage control. You know, I think that kind of turned you off from podcasting a little bit too.
No,
that was like a rough time.
Not really, man. Because I was like, I met
a lot of good people through
a couple people from that. Yeah, that was good. And I even one, hopefully, I arranged for them to come on the podcast, which we have to follow up on that. But they were saying like, yeah, she's got the parking lot. The gyro place is jamming. You ain't, and it's only been going on for like about a month at that point. So you can't just be like, oh, I have this super successful business, and now in a month I'm just about to shut down. and she's good at making people feel bad for her because she did like this whole Swiss cheese. Oh, this is happening, this is happening, this is everything. Everything's just lining up perfectly.
What's Swiss cheese?
Well, it's like in nursing, there's like, they say it's like the Swiss cheese effect where like all the little holes all just line up perfectly to say like if a medical error happens or something like that. Oh, the lady fell down in the next room. Oh, this prescription was written weird. This happened. All these like factors come together for like something to slip through.
Gotcha.
It's like a little nursing analogy.
Gotcha.
But that's how she was trying to describe her situation. But then, like I said, after like, and it didn't take long in filming her. And then she kept trying to be like, oh, because, I had the SUV. She's like, oh, can you move this? Can you move that? Blah,
Hilarious.
blah, blah. And I was just like, and then now it's just, that's what I'm saying. Right before when we saw that Observer article, I was just like, what the hell? And now you're still selling the shit that is the construction. When it's really not. Because she wasn't even open today. She wasn't open yesterday. She's damn sure on there posting, hey, buy a gift card.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next topic.
I can just keep ranting on about how, because that really pissed me off. Because like I was really trying to like look out, and then I felt like I was taking advantage of it. And I told her, I was like, I regret even helping you.
And we didn't get any money from it.
It wasn't about the money, John. We're helping out an old lady.
I hear you. I get it. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna ask you, but then I'm gonna tell you what I think first. But it's like, what do you think about the Epstein list coming out? And what I think is like, when I really think about it, on the cusp of it about to come out, I was like, all these people wanted to come out, but what are they gonna do when it comes out?
Well, none of the people who are on the list wanted to come out.
Well, I'm talking about, let's say all these Republicans are like, oh, tell Giselle Maxwell to like, or whatever her name is, to like put the list out and stuff like that. But it's like, okay, now the list is out. Are you guys gonna? And I don't know if he's on it, but it's like, are you gonna stop listening to Ben Affleck? Are you gonna stop listening to Leonardo DiCaprio? Are you gonna stop? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Are you gonna not watch movies anymore? Damn near everybody who's in a major movie, there's one person in that movie who's been to the island.
Well, I mean, maybe the people should go to jail for like fucking like 5-year-olds.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, these people wanted this list to come out.
I think they want them to go to jail. I don't think they care about the movies or whatnot.
I really haven't seen any of that. Like, okay, I've seen the list come out. Now that list came out, I've never seen anybody be like, oh, name somebody who's on the list.
Bill Clinton.
Nobody said send Bill Clinton to jail.
Mad people are saying that.
Nobody's saying Bill.
Everybody's saying that.
Nobody's saying that. Let me see if I can find the list right now.
But it's even not the real list, because there was already some drama with someone like saying they were on the list when they weren't on the list. But I want to say too that people try to say that Trump was on that list, and it came out that Trump is not on that list. Jeffrey
Epstein list. Why Leonardo DiCaprio? I knew it. Cameron Diaz and Kate Blanchett are named in it.
But what do you think Cameron Diaz is doing over there?
Getting fucked by like Stephen Hawking.
She's a rich celebrity. Why is she going to go fuck a retard guy?
To get into a movie?
She's already old, man.
This could have been when she was like 22.
They were having sex with like trafficked minors there. So she.
So what do you think she was doing there?
Maybe not all the activity there was. Maybe it was also just like an exclusive resort for some rich people hanging out at some portion of it, and then they had their little minor sex thing on another section.
Okay, this came out 6 days ago.
Because you think she's gonna like go pay money to like what, go down on some young kid or something like that, or like that doesn't even make sense.
I think she was a young kid.
Nah, man, she's old. She's like 40 something. The island wasn't there 20 years ago.
I think it was.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Because he had a charge in like South Florida.
Look, it says Andrew touched her breast while they were posing for a photo on a couch at Epstein's Manhattan townhouse in 2001. That's 23 years ago. And then that's mid-party. They were doing
Cameron Diaz breasts?
No, someone else's. Another Epstein accuser, Johanna Joberg, said in her own disposition, Prince Andrew touched her. I'm looking for a list. Okay, Bill and Hillary.
Hold on now. What do you mean touched her breasts? I thought they were like banging and having orgies with like 5 and 10-year-olds.
There is stuff like that going on too, but like, there's just a lot of, it's like parties, and then they had like young kids there too, but it was parties.
Because I thought, I thought the whole point of it was to like have like older, richer dudes or scientists like have sex with like a young liner and get it on video and then keep them blackmailed.
I feel like that kind of came with, it's like, okay, imagine if you own like what do you call those sex houses?
Brothel.
Say you own a brothel, right? Okay, you got some celebrities coming in and stuff that are willing to pay like $20,000, $50,000 to smash some young chicks and stuff like that. Then you get some powerful people like some presidents or some princes and shit. You're like, okay, I could take your money, but I could also get more money by blackmailing you. So I think it started off as one thing and then it kind of got dark, and that's how shit kind of went left.
But I've heard like some conspiracy theories would say like that other like some kind of governments or even richer people were trying to compromise those people, and that was the whole goal from the get. It's just to do like, you know, sway their political or whatever needs by compromising them.
I think before getting them over there, you would have to entice them. People would have to be like, yo, there's some dope parties going on here. You know what I mean? They'd be like, where? And they'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll come. But I don't think people just come, but I don't know.
Well, you probably have to get invited anyway. Probably, maybe they just invite them, get them a little high, a little drunk, and then have like some young girl come over there. And not that she's doing it, you know, because she's like obviously trafficked and manipulated probably in one way or another. And then boom, they do it. Now they got a video smashing a young ass girl, and now they wake up in the morning. It's like, oh hey, look 16. What we got on video. No, 16. They're like younger than that, man. But hey, look, here's I don't even want. What's a random person?
Bill Clinton.
Oh, hey, Bill Clinton. I got this footage of you smashing a 12-year-old. What you want to do? You know what I mean? Like, you want to adjust this policy? You want to pass this law? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was like the scam, and on an international level though. But I think like the Prince guy, he was just rich and probably just wanted to.
Do you think Hillary was like in on the 3-way?
No.
She seems like she'd be down for something like that.
Everybody knows Hillary ain't been giving Bill nothing. That's why, because everybody, even since the 90s, Bill was like already known as like banging a lot of chicks and embarrassing Hillary with his antics. You know, that's why she's so frigid now and wants to kill everybody. That's why she smiled when they killed Gaddafi. Yeah. Fucking bitch.
So give me your prediction on the next phase of the Epstein list thing.
Nothing. People talk about it for like a month or so. Maybe 1 or 2 people will go to jail, but there'll be nobody.
Is Ghislaine still locked up?
Yeah.
But she gave up the list, didn't she?
I don't think she gave up the list.
Like hackers got it or something?
I think they already knew it all from the records that they got from the island. It's the flight log. It's the flight list. Because, you know, but she's in like a cush. She's in Florida. She's like in a federal prison, minimum security federal prison. Gardening and playing tennis.
So is it done? This is it? Like
a couple nobodies might go to jail, but nobody who really matters will probably face any consequences. Okay. Because they're probably already chilling at the new island that we don't even know about yet.
They what probably do you think
all the fucking rich people who like, and think about even like crazier shit. What about the people who like sacrifice kids and do even more crazy shit like that? Because that shit's going down too.
It is.
For sure. And you know, they like to, you know, because have you heard of like they get the kids real scared and then they take the adrenochrome from their adrenaline glands? Have you heard of this?
I have, and they like live and make themselves younger from the kid blood.
Yeah, and they take like their stem cells or whatever. Hey, you know what? Yeah, that's what, you know, Alex Jones will tell you that like, say like you have an abortion or something like that, and that's why they want later abortions to go on, or even like kids that go up for adoption, that they'll like keep those kids fresh and then kill them later.
That's creepy.
After the fact. Because you need them stem cells. Yeah, you know what the highest concentration of stem cells is in your body?
I do. Don't tell me. Your belly button.
No.
What?
Well, when you're first born, the umbilical cord.
Okay.
And that's another conspiracy theory too. They say like when you're born, or when you have a kid, you should let that placenta just keep draining for a while.
They cut it right
Because
away.
they cut it quick, and all those stem cells from the placenta doesn't make it into the kid. But in your body is your tonsils, and then in boys, the foreskin have the highest concentration of stem cells.
Why do they snip it off? And
Exactly. Why are they cutting that foreskin off when you're a kid?
I heard that priests were frying it up and eating it.
Maybe.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Like, it's a joke, but if they did that, they probably live longer.
I mean, frying it up. Are you talking about a baby's foreskin? Is like a little sliver.
Maybe not the frying it up part, but I did hear about them.
You seen that video of that
because don't they cut it and then like lick it or kiss it or something?
You seen that footage of that priest doing that? They're like circumcise a kid and like he gives it a quick suck.
I'm looking it up. I gotta look
It
it
was like some kind of Orthodox Catholic or Christian guy, and like they did that, man. They gotta give it a quick little suck, dude.
Priests suck after what is it called?
Circumcision.
Circumcision.
Some do. I seen the video.
Ew.
You seen the video? You seen it?
No, it says how mezesva pipa direct oral suctioning can cause infection. Mezesva bepe is when the mohel uses their mouth to suck blood away from the baby's circumcision wound as part of the circumcision ritual.
But I got circumcised in the hospital, man. Like, where are these people even doing this at the church? Like,
Well, what do they do? What do they say? Father, what are you doing? This is called bar mitzvah. What I'm gonna do? The Holy Lord wants me to suck the blood from his penis only with my mouth.
the Holy Lord. Like, I hate when people be using that kind of excuse a lot. Also. The Holy Lord.
What do they do with the foreskin after a bris? Although not dictated by Jewish law, many mohels will request that the baby's parents bury the foreskin. Human flesh is sacred in Judaism. It is not thrown into the trash. Rather, any detached human flesh is buried. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Well, what does the hospital do with your foreskin when they get it? Do you think they're making up some kind of little stem cell solution out of it?
I'm gonna look up.
Or just tossing it?
What does the hospital do with foreskin? After its removal, most foreskin is tossed as biological waste. But when they're kept around, the leftover cells have proven a vital asset to medical research. Foreskin owners or not, most people may not know that the cells have been used since the 1970s to heal stubborn wounds. Why human foreskin is a hot commodity in science. There's got to be some kind of back channel shit going on with that.
That's got the stem cells, big.
It's crazy. Maybe they were frying it up and eating them.
I've seen
That's gross.
what do you call it? People would take the placentas home and fry them up and eat them. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. Oh, placenta. I've seen in pills and stuff like that in different forms, like ground up, like dried and ground up or something like that.
No, I've seen like people like will actually take their wives' placenta and then go home and fry it up.
That's intense, bro. That's real intense.
Some placenta. I actually seen the thing, and the guy like fried it up and was going around offering people some placenta.
Let's see. I'm going back to our list. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about the key tags because we're at 58 minutes.
Okay.
So the key tags, Dave. So I kind of want you to start this off a little bit because you were the person who came up with the idea for it.
Yeah.
So if you can kind of explain to people, and I'm gonna cut this up and make a clip of it and stuff like that. But what is it? And then I'll like explain what we're trying to do.
Okay, so if you want to participate, you just come up with an offer. Say it's a restaurant. Free appetizer with purchase of 2 entrees. So that's just an example. It could be whatever. 20% off with a card. So and it doesn't have to only be restaurants. It can be any card. I mean, any business. If you want to accept the Flagler Weekly card, you get the deal that business is offering, and the cards are going to be $10 each. And it's just like a little thing you put on your key tag or your keychain or whatever, and show it to the business, and then you get the deal that business is offering. And then, like, you know, ideally we like to keep it like to about 30 businesses, 40 businesses for advertising purposes. Because also,
I think we were thinking 20 or 30, but we're around there.
Let's call it 30.
Yeah.
But also, too, on the Flagler Weekly website, it would be broken into like 3 sections: Palm Coast, Bunnell, Flagler. And Flagler will probably include the hammock. Mm-hmm. And then like on and then on our Instagram under the highlight spot, it'll show participating members. So it's like a little advertising on our website. And
so pretty much people are gonna buy these cards from us for $10 because,
but not only us, you also can get them where people accept them at.
Right. But what I'm more saying is, like, this is supporting us. So we didn't really want to ask people for money, but we are looking for like ways to support this podcast, get better cameras, better microphones, better everything. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to just like ask for donations or whatever. So we actually put some work in. We went around and talked to different businesses, and they've agreed to give us discounts. So now when you give us the $10, you're going to get a card with a whole bunch of like 30 different businesses on it. And it's going to be like a QR code or something where you can see what all the discounts are at all the different spots.
Yeah, and that's for the consumer side. Mm-hmm. You get the deals. But for the business side, you'll have a spot on our Flagler Weekly.
Yeah.
And maybe undetermined, but maybe a post a week or something like that, promoting your business as well.
Right. And, you know, just from like the outside looking in, if you are, let's even say, an oil change place and you give like 10% off, if I have this card, why would I go get my oil change anywhere else? You know, so you almost like, for allowing us to do this, you're like getting loyal customers.
And another thing too is because I was saying like, because, you know, we're still looking for a couple more businesses to come in on it too. Mm-hmm. Like some of the bigger beachside businesses, I was like, yeah, they don't really need our business. Mm-hmm. But it's a way for local people too, people in Palm Coast, to maybe get a little deal and come out to Flagler.
Yep.
You know, and incentivize them to come out, even though you're getting a lot of business from tourists and whatnot. Mm-hmm. You're still not getting that much local business. It's going to kind of keep the local people.
Yeah.
It's a little something to give back to them as well.
And we're going to be doing it like once a year, where we might switch up the businesses, give people a chance to get in on it and stuff like that. But it's going to be different colors each year. So let's say the first year it's purple. Next year it's going to be red.
Then yellow. The happiest color.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because I think it's going to work out for us. And, you know, you guys just stay tuned. We are trying to do our best. We don't want to just put out some bullshit. So we're trying to do our best on like putting out some good product. But once again, it's going to cost us money to get these key tags, to get them out and stuff like that. So
yeah, and we're trying to get like, we don't want some crappy like key tag too, like something nicer.
I mean, we got jobs, we got lives and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to make this work, but we're also not trying to kill ourselves in the process.
Exactly.
So key tags, be on the look for those.
And buy one.
You know, I was going to say this when you were talking about Palm Coast Observer earlier. This is my last topic that I have. But, you know, we've been doing this for a year, Dave, and a little chip on my shoulder, which I'm going to allow this to be on chip on my shoulder, is no, like, newspapers have mentioned us or anything like that. Like, you know,
well,
I feel like there's a silent beef. People may not know it just watching and stuff like that, but it's like they don't support us at all, I feel like.
No. And I've seen, speaking of the Observer, like dropping things that are kind of our style of production for sure.
Yeah.
And not only the Observer, but other people.
City of Palm Coast.
There's another one. Another one's somebody, you know, someone with a similar name and someone with another similar name, but they're not really going because they don't want to be on camera. Mm-hmm. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then you just like because I seen them try to do like a little like video because we're the only people that video, you know. And as far as food reviews, like we're the only video. Well,
Shout out Lauren.
and Lauren tries, she does that too.
She tries.
But yeah, it's only 2 people, and that's not even her main thing. She only does it to like kind of
Right.
keep her name relevant for real estate. We just do it to let people know.
Yeah.
It's just like this is a fun way for her to get her name out, you know. So
And it's working.
I don't think she's like as serious about it as we are, really. You know what I mean? But even like the food groups and stuff like that, they're not like it's like little photos and this and that. And they got a lot of members.
Yeah.
People want video.
They like
Where's the
want
video?
They want to see the food.
Yeah, they want to see us take a bite of it and say, "This is good."
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah, but let me
Okay,
bring
go
up another
on.
point. Now, people might be like, "Oh, why would the newspaper have an article about you?" How many views did we get last year? Over 100,
over 100,000 views.
for sure. For sure. We're doing like really like 25, 30,000 views a month, realistically.
Yes.
So we're talking maybe almost 200,000 views.
We're a close second behind like Flagler Sheriff, but they got body cam footage and stuff like that.
They're getting, free
You
content.
know, but man, we're doing numbers and we get a solid following and stuff like that. But it's just like
Yeah, how come we're not on the business chat?
right. And I guess my
More
thing is
people
like,
listen to this and that fucking show.
yeah. And this is kind of a question for us, but like, what would we want them to say about us? I kind of would just be like, yo, have you guys seen this page? It's called Flagler Weekly. They do food reviews and business spotlights and stuff. They go around,
It's just all about
shining a spotlight on Flagler County.
Flagler talking about Flagler.
Yeah,
This is a hobby.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's like they're just going around, you know, and it's like,
And their chats are so dry and like, and from remember when we first started, and the Flagler News Weekly girl was like, "Oh, I already got Flagler News Weekly." I was like, "Well, we were searching names and we didn't fucking see your name when we picked our name, first of all.
and
So how many views you get? Not much.
Yeah.
And is one specific
no offense to
crowd
her,
of
but she
people-
don't do any videos.
Is that and they only it's the same like people and they only talk to each other. Blah blah blah. And they only know each other. It's like the average person don't fucking know y'all or care what you're talking about.
It's crazy because I feel like that meeting was like over a year ago now at this point, or a year ago. And I remember at the time I was like, bro, we're gonna blow past her, and like we're not even in the same lane. You know, like she doesn't do what we do, and it's like we're talking to the people right now and stuff like that, and it's like I said, it's just complete. We get to really say whatever we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not even in a bad, cocky way, but it's like I feel like when you write it down, there's almost a little bit more rules and stuff.
But I will say one thing. I feel like that we're perceived as like not a like. Look at the one girl who's like, I just don't feel like our brands are in line. It's like, bitch, we're talking to people with more money than you anyway. What are you talking about?
It's funny because like her, I'm pretty sure her company wants to come on our podcast now.
I'm sure they do.
You know, so it's like,
But it's like, yo, we are average people. Like the people that you like want to kiss their ass because you think they're rich and like whatever.
Yeah.
They don't like you, first of all.
oh, I know what it was. I'm pretty sure and I'm not.
I don't even want to say her name. I know her
Yeah,
name right
no,
now.
no. We're not gonna do that. But what I'm saying is, her boss is that dude that hit us up with the luxury real estate. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're in the same group.
And you know what? Also, too, it's like, hey, girl, like, first of all, you ain't all that. Second of all, you're not even rich like that. Like, to be like trying to look down on us, like realistically, we probably make more than her. You know, and what? Because I'm like kind of a trashy hood white guy, and you're black. Like our brands don't coincide. Fuck out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think it might be because we curse sometimes,
Like,
but
I got 3 college degrees, John. How many college degrees that bro I got? 0, I bet.
not
Maybe an
zero. You
associate.
bet.
Maybe an associate's tops. You know what I mean? But to look down on us, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's kind of the thing.
I feel like eventually, and we said this before, but and I'm speaking about goals this year. Our goal last year. I remember my goal at 6 months. I wanted 1,000 followers, and at 6 months we had like 2,000. I was like, dope.
Total?
Yeah. And then, well, I think this was just on like Instagram. So total, we had like 3,000 or 4,000
No, I think right now total we're over 5 right now.
I believe so. And so total we were at like 1,000 on each. And I was just like, wow. And this was not even like 3 or 4 months into it. And it started growing and stuff like that. And I just feel like the goal for this year for me is 10,000 followers.
I think we'll get there too. And like, let's talk about this too. Like, okay, so old girl's boss wants to hit us up on the podcast. He says it would be an honor.
He did.
Podcast. And I was like, oh, all right, heck yeah.
He did say that.
Let's do
And
it.
he said he's been watching our content and he loves it.
Yeah, nice. We love him.
Right, we
And
do.
it's crazy too because he got more than her, but he's not judging us. You know what I mean? If anything, he's like, oh, look, these guys just
He gets it.
do the thing, whatever. You know what I mean? That's like a cool person, not like a pretentious, hollow person who's like
Yeah.
looking at surface.
And what I really love about what we do, and this is kind of like my main point going into this, but like we can do whatever it is we want to do. Like we can go anywhere we want. And so like I was even joking the other day when I was like, if we went to like the Palm Coast Observer office and recorded, like we're allowed to record knocking on the door, you know what I mean? And regardless of whatever happened, that's content. You know, it's like, but the Palm Coast Observer isn't going to knock on the News Journal or the Flagler Tribune's door, but it's like, what they don't understand is we're literally putting out content every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I don't even know if this is a problem. I don't want to say I don't know if it's a problem, but we're posting stuff that's getting more likes and views than the original person who posted it, which is kind of creepy. Like this post right here, it has about 2,600 views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the actual video that I did, it had like 9 likes. You know what I mean? But I made sure to put the person's name in there and stuff like that just because it's like, I want her to get credit. You know what I mean? If that's what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to then be like, oh, he stole my post. Like, no, I want you to know I stole your post.
Well, you didn't steal it. You promoted it because that's what we do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that, I'm not trying to steal it and act like it's mine. You know, it's just like, hey, maybe you guys didn't know that this happened. That's really what we're doing. Like we're taking all the best content from everything and putting it into one local place that everybody can come and look. And this could just be like your source of news for Flagler County. And it's almost like having a, what is it, CNN and NBC or Fox, like on the same channel. Because some people say they don't like Flagler Live. Some people don't like Palm Coast Observer.
I feel like that's like CNN and Fox News. Because Live is super liberal, and I feel like Observer's more more on the right, for sure.
So that's pretty cool for us. That's what I like about us.
You know, I'm looking for one of these people to give us some kind of contract to be like they're men about town. You know, if they were cutting the check, I'd be more apt to go out and just do even more.
More apt.
Yeah,
That's dope.
more apt. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Where are we at? Well, I think this is we're at a hour and 13, about to end at an hour and 15 minutes.
Man, we talked a lot of shit on this podcast, so good.
It's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna cut up some stuff, but nothing too bad. I'm not gonna cut up too bad, but so you know, a couple things that we got coming up. This Barn Hills grill is about to come out like within a week. I'm gonna work on that one. I really am. Let's see.
Who do we got this weekend coming up?
Let me get her name down. And I like that. Like, I like that people hit us up and we don't really know them. And I like that. Like, it's like, I don't want to say like moms, but it's like, it's real people. It's like aunties and stuff like that. It's just like, people be like, I'm like, yes, ma'am. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like, remember we did the weightlifting thing, that one lady hit us up for the powerlifting.
Yep. Yep. That we were like, we don't know these people, but they're here in town. Dominique Manning.
Oh, and
The other lady with her.
that's this weekend?
Resources by Renee.
Oh yeah.
Sunday at 4 p.m.
That's this Sunday. I thought you said the 29th.
No, that's the Smart Lady.
Oh.
That's the cat or the supporting missing animals resource team or something like that.
Yeah, I'm down for that one because I like it. I'm an animal lover.
Yeah, that's what
I'm an animal lover.
Mm-hmm. And these resources by
And then
Renee.
we got the boss guy from the real estate guy.
Yep, Billy Desius as well supposed to come on.
We got to bust that up because I don't want to have two real estate people on at the same time.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of would rather have the other guy on there first.
We
I
do it.
like this nice little email that he
Yeah.
sent.
Philip Rose supposed to come on this year.
Chenzo eventually, if he ever come back around.
Chenzo, Marshawn Gilliard supposed to come on. Eddie Johnson, he's supposed to come on. We got some episodes that we're supposed to be doing this year. Some big ones. Let's see if there's any.
What was that other girl you were just talking?
Oh, Piccolo Pace. Pick said he wants to come on in like a week or two.
All right.
What other girl you were saying?
We were just talking to her the other day.
I need to start writing some of these down. I need to organize.
But I don't know what that lady does though, because she hit us up before and again too, and she said she was going to be trying to run for council too.
That's the Smart Lady. She does the missing animals.
Okay, all right.
So she works for Smart, and then we don't want to give out too much.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So guys, I appreciate you. We had people in this one watching and stuff like that. Did a quick little hour 15. Thank you guys. Man, I'm super tired from all that food and stuff like that.
So much food.
But appreciate it. You guys follow Flagler Weekly, like, subscribe,
Share.
Hey, we're at 99 subscribers on YouTube. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. I want to see right now if we made it to 10,000 views and we could.
Yeah, and I'll say to this too: if people listen a lot and us, share us on your friends list.
Yep.
To follow our page. Because we got some people that we just met that are inviting everybody on their friends list to our page.
They do.
Yeah.
And then we're at 9,942. So 58 more views and we have 10,000.
Nice.
And one more subscriber and we have 100 subscribers. So
On YouTube. And also to share that stuff on Facebook too, man, because I'm really trying to
build it up.
Yeah, because I'm in competition with somebody that I won't say the name of, but I know that I'm in competition with them, and they started before us, and they were slightly above us, and we kind of surpassed them, and I don't know if they bought some followers or what, but because there was a real spike and then a drop off, but I really don't want to beat them also. So yeah,
we're definitely this year we're about to take off. This year, especially with content, but we're about to be more consistent as well. That's another thing. Oh, and Dave, please, this year, let me do the Super Bowl competition.
That's soon. That's next month.
Yeah, but it's starting this week, so we gotta do it to have them pick the team that they think. And what I want to do is give away a 32-inch TV.
Nobody wants that.
Oh, is it too small?
Give a gift certificate to a nice restaurant. People would rather have that. 32-inch TV. What are they gonna do? Put that in the kids' room?
So give them a $100 gift card.
To a restaurant, yeah.
I don't want to pick the restaurant. Just I'll give them the gift card and they can do whatever they want with it.
Whatever, yeah.
All right, $100 gift card. You got to pick the two Super Bowl teams and who's going to win the Super Bowl. You want to make any guesses?
I don't know shit about that.
Do you want to just make a guess?
I don't even know who's in the playoffs.
Do you want to just make a guess?
Who was in the finals?
Just guess someone who's going to win the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs.
That's a possibility. They're in it.
Here's my guess. That's a blind guess.
Yeah, yep. You're in the running. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say I think it is going to be the Ravens versus the 49ers. I think the 49ers might get them, though. I think the 49ers might get them. But, all right, guys. Peace out. Love. Follow. Like. Subscribe. The haters keep hating. The lovers keep loving. Appreciate it, man. Peace.
See you.